see. Whoop whoop.
It's the sound of the police.
Whoop whoop. Okay, hold on. Ooh, I almost burped. Do it for me. Okay.
Hola, mis amigos, bienvenidos la referencia de la película with your host. Megan, you're supposed to. I always finish your part.
Oh, I never do that. See, you threw me off.
What are you talking about?
I don't do the.
Well, this is episode what? 36?
35.
35.
Oh
and feeling. Gosh. What rhymes with 5?
Fine.
No, that doesn't rhyme. 35 and
still alive.
Chives and still alive.
Oh my god. Oh man.
Was that good or what? Do you need to redo it?
You were pretty close. The fact that you've been listening to me do the intro, I think it's starting to, but hola mis amigos.
Yeah, said that.
A la referencia de la película.
That's exactly what I said.
AKA the movie
reference. Movie reference.
Uh-huh.
No translation needed if you're a frequent listener.
And we got a bunch of fans. We got fans
all around the
world.
Movie reference and a Duolingo.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. We got fans from all over the world, all over the country. They just dying to see us in the streets, and can't wait to perform live in front of them.
That would be crazy to perform this live because there's a lot of things we have to cut out.
No, we don't cut out a lot of stuff. Come on. We don't.
That's true. A lot of things that I say that's going to get me canceled is still on here, so.
Yeah, what should we do?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
I'm not worried about it.
I'm not worried about it. I mean, I could always get somebody. No, I'm just kidding.
Replace me? You're gonna have to stick by me. Like when I go to jail, you have to be by my side.
Yeah. Like,
hey, have you been keeping up with the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard hearing trial?
Not at all.
Well, that's great.
It's because
good to know.
It always pops up on my YouTubes. Wow.
Old man alert.
Because everyone's live streaming it, and then, man, those things last like 7 hours. Like when they're done and it says streamed 35 seconds ago, it's like over 7 hours. I'm like, God, who's gonna sit and watch that whole streaming?
Nobody.
Well, people who are into the cheese may probably and start doing their little TikToks after a close investigation. If you see Johnny Depp, his eye twitched in this moment.
I don't like
guilty. That motherfucker is guilty.
Amber Heard's lawyer.
Yeah.
She's terrible. And Amber is going to be found guilty. And she should be.
Now, I don't know.
They both are guilty.
But what's going to be weird is like the fact that if Depp wins, he's been blackballed. Like,
she ruined his career.
So then she ruined her own career. If he wins, right? But if she wins, then she's, I guess, fine.
I mean, her career was already ruined.
She's an Aquaman.
Aquaman, that's it.
Hey man, if she's
not memorable, she's not memorable at all in that movie.
But she's making big bucks.
I don't think so.
Shoot.
She's getting money from Elon Musk, who she's been cheating on Johnny Depp with, and James Franco. Proof. There's video evidence.
Oh my gosh.
Why are you snuggling up to a man in an elevator while you're with your so-called beloved? I would never do that. I would never be alone in an elevator with another man. Huh, babe?
Yeah, if someone comes into the elevator, you just need to leave.
I would leave immediately.
Jump out.
Or I would not be putting my face up against them. I wouldn't be getting in close proximity with them.
What? This detoured quick. Like
I'm just saying. She looks like a jerk face. Like when they were recounting her slamming his face with a door and hitting him in the punching him in the face, she started giggling.
You know, the famous quote by William Smith: "Love makes you do crazy things."
Oh, I thought you were gonna say, "Keep my wife's name out your mouth." What a great quote from Will Smith.
What a great! I'm glad that he interjected right there. It sounded just like
put that on his Hollywood star of fame.
Oh, God.
What's the craziest thing that love made you do? I mean, did you slap someone?
No, I've never slapped anyone.
Me neither.
I don't think I've done anything.
You never slapped each other?
No, I never slapped you, babe.
Yeah, but your siblings.
Oh yeah, but I'm asking, what crazy thing did love make you do? Because we're talking about Will Smith's quote: "Love make you do crazy things." Dumbass. Oh, maybe the craziest thing is smelling your farts.
You do that?
Not on purpose.
He was like, "You do that."
That's how much I love him. I know that his farts stink, but I still love him.
But you can't smell them, so.
Since the audience doesn't know my problems, I did catch COVID a while back. I don't know how long ago now. And I still can't smell certain things. And more in particular, bad smells, which is really weird. So I can smell the skunk smell for sure. People around our neighborhood's always smoking marijuana. But I can't smell like Nathan's farts.
Because they don't smell.
Maybe they don't smell anymore. I don't know. Maybe that was your COVID symptom. No bad smell farts. And like at work, I deal with people's mouths. I don't smell anything anymore. Like usually there's like this thing called perio breath.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I can't smell it.
So you should be grateful that.
But I can smell it when they're smoking weed and they come to my office. So I don't know.
Maybe in a past life you were a drug dog.
Yeah, maybe I could be like a drug dog.
Maybe you died in your past life by accidentally sniffing cocaine as a little hound.
That sounds like that's why I'll never do drugs, because I know that's how I'll die. Oh, babe.
Yeah.
Try cocaine once, I go overboard. I already know it. I know myself.
Can't handle it.
It's like when you have a piece of popcorn, you can't stop. I'm not gonna have just one piece of popcorn.
Jeez, how many? Oh my God.
Well, you have to have an even number.
Exactly. I'm an even number person. So if they go, hey, you have one little snort, I gotta have two. Gotta have an even number.
That's it. We're protecting Brittany at all costs. Like literally, she's not allowed to leave her place. Like God.
I don't trust myself.
Nah,
sorry.
Love hasn't made me do any crazy things. Lisette is the greatest love ever. So,
but now you do yard work, so that's pretty crazy.
Everyone makes fun of me for that because, so what? I used to look out the blinds to make sure you were already done. Like, leave me alone. Like, am I supposed to do yard work?
Born to be a supervisor.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's true. That's it. Am I gonna get my hands dirty? Okay, that's the past though. I do it now though. I do it now with no complaints. I am the man, like 50 Cent said. I'm the man. I'm the man. Nice.
Thanks, man.
So, all right, I want to get into some movie stuff here. Okay, you know what I'm saying? And I guess we could talk about Bad Friends. We could talk. I don't know when to talk about that, but.
Oh yeah, this weekend we went to Austin.
Oh, we're gonna do it now. Okay, go.
Why can't we do it now?
Oh, sure, we'll do it now.
It's the most exciting thing that ever happened to us.
Well, one of the most exciting things.
One of the most exciting things. Most exciting thing that happened.
Because the most exciting thing that happened
weekend,
to me is Lisette.
This weekend, the most exciting thing that happened this weekend. We all know your life. My God.
I don't talk about it too much.
No, you don't talk about it too much. Just every single time we talk.
Okay, talk about. Go ahead and talk about what we do in Austin.
Okay, this is what we do. So Margaret and I, our favorite podcast. Well, I
Besides our
introduced
own.
him and I introduced Nathan to the Bad Friends podcast. It has Bobby Lee. I might have talked about it on this podcast in the beginning, didn't I?
I think we've talked about the Bad Friends nearly every episode.
Well, I'll keep talking about them until they get more listeners, more than us.
They already do.
I know,
by
they're
a
just surprised.
shitload.
Okay, so it has Andrew Santino, a stand-up comedian. He was in Mixology. That's how I remember him. But he's also in Dave. And then Bobby Lee, our homeboy. We used to watch on Mad TV since we were little beebles.
You
I don't know
remember
how to,
real
little
quick, just a
children.
quick sidetrack. Do you remember? I think my favorite sketch though was Stuart.
Stuart,
Don't
let
do
me
that
do
to me,
it.
Mom. Let me do it.
I liked Mrs. Swan and Stuart.
Man, Mad TV was a different breed. Like
Yeah.
I think growing up, I liked Mad TV and In Living Color more than SNL when I was growing up. Now SNL was dope because when Will Ferrell was on it, but Mad TV and In Living Color, I remember watching that a lot growing up.
I feel like SNL is not even that funny because I don't know what happened to them. The only sketches that make me laugh are the ones where people break character.
Either the break character or it's right? Like the Papyrus one with Ryan Gosling.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like
there's like a handful of ones that are like I love.
Yeah.
Like is it James Franco?
Pizza.
No, it's Gosling. Oh yeah, it is. Gosling when the alien one.
Oh yeah.
And the whatever.
No, but there's
we're
a
done
Franco
talking
one.
about this.
Remember, there's a Franco one that you showed us when he's
yeah
in court.
the pizza suck.
The pizza saw.
Lasagna zanya za. But that doesn't matter. We were talking about Bad Friends.
Bobby Lee, sorry, yeah, Bad Friends.
Rude. Okay, so yeah, Bobby Lee's in it. He was in Mad TV, which we used to watch on the daily, even though it's probably too mature for us. But that was like our humor growing up. And then I found out that they started doing a podcast there because I was watching Tiger Belly at first, which is Bobby Lee's podcast with his girlfriend. But then he started doing a podcast with his friend Andrew Santino. And I got obsessed. Anyway, they finally, and you got obsessed too, right?
Well, I did, but I remember how much you kept telling me, you got to check these guys out. It reminds me of our relationship. You kept telling me.
Yes.
And finally, when I started working from home, I went on I started from episode 1 and I tore all the way through and I caught all the way up. Like it was like 100 and something now, but
no regrets, right?
No regrets.
No regrets. Well, anyway, they decided to come to Austin. And do the live podcast and do their stand-up, which is super awesome. So
what happened?
I don't know, my microphone keeps falling.
You were just like, whoa.
Anyways, they came to Austin, so we drove to Austin.
Hell yeah.
And we got to see them live. Trevor Wallace opened up for them, which was a nice surprise.
Hilarious.
He was so funny. He reminds me of Steven.
Yeah.
And our little brother.
Yeah.
And then Bobby Lee finally did stand up. Like I haven't seen his stand up in forever. Or when he does it, usually like real copies things that he's done before. Like redoes jokes. And then Santino did. It was just hilarious.
Bobby
like
Lee
I was nonstop laughing and smiling.
It's funny because
great times.
The dynamic on the podcast, like the podcast works so well because of their relationship. And I also feel like the weird thing was, I think I talked to Lisette about it. I don't remember if I talked to you. You kind of expect that Santino is going to be the funnier one because on the podcast, I feel like he's the funniest one but I think it's because Bobby Lee makes him mad. So when he gets mad, it's funny.
Yep.
So, but in live, I felt like Bobby Lee was so much funnier as far as like his own set because I didn't know they're gonna come out and do separate sets.
Me neither. I didn't
And so when
expect
Bobby
that.
came, I was like, "Oh man, Bobby killed it!" And
He was
Santino killed it
awesome.
too. But in comparison, solo, Bobby I felt was stronger, or at least he made me laugh more.
Yeah.
But then of course the dynamic came back together when they were both on stage. But it's funny because when we sat down, first off, guys, I don't know what's going on with the AC unit in that place.
It obviously does not work.
It was very humid in Austin this weekend and
Mm-hmm.
and in Houston. But that oh man, it was so hot. And then with all those people in there, it got really stuffy. I was like a I was gonna say thermos. What's the word?
Thermose.
I
A
was
sauna suit?
sweating. I was clammy and I was sweating. And
Damn. Yeah,
but
I was sweating a lot too.
But lo and behold, it was weird because Lisette actually pointed out Fancy, right? She saw
Yeah.
Fancy first, and I was like, and Fancy came down our row. Brittany went to the bathroom. I don't know why. Like
The worst timing possible. I go to the bathroom.
Fancy comes down the aisle, and I'm like, oh my god, it's Fancy. And
Fancy
then and Carlos was there too. These guys are producers or people
Producers.
who put the show together for them. And lo and behold, I'm sitting next to Dr. Drew and his wife, which was
I just say that like Denzel Washington.
did I?
And his wife.
And his wife. Y'all be in Pelican Bay. No. But yeah, and it was crazy because I saw Dr. Drew and I turned to Lisette and said, we're sitting next to Dr. Drew. Not that I'm like a fan of his. I just knew who he was.
Yeah, we know who he is.
Who?
Who the fuck is that?
Who's Dr. Drew?
Oh my gosh.
But he actually is a lot different in person. Like, he's a tall guy, good shape. I should have asked him about his
chill.
resume.
He looks like a chill guy.
Yeah, his wife was a little tipsy. She lost her phone in the middle of the set, and I had to put my light on so she could find it. It was a little weird. Anyways, yeah. The show was great. It was hysterical. The crowd had good energy. And the only part that I was a little disappointed was during Trevor's set because people were still piling in.
Yeah,
and I was trying to focus on his set, but I kept getting distracted because people kept coming in. That was the only problem. I wish they would have like made sure everyone was sitting before they started, but they were already running late, so I'm sure that's probably why they're like, you got to get out there.
Yeah.
But that's not their fault. It's just like I said, it was just a little bit of distraction when that happened. But other than that, man, hysterical. They talked about doing a tour. Let's follow them all over the country.
Well, and they're also doing that Netflix.
Well, that Netflix thing, when I heard
just for LA?
I think it's just for LA. I think it's just a Netflix sponsored event.
I'm not going to LA.
I'm not going. You're
not gonna catch me in LA.
But yeah, it was very exciting, and it was so weird to see them
live
like
in the flesh.
Person. Yeah, I think I started thinking, I was like, man, if I ever saw Eminem, I probably would have fainted and missed the whole show. Like if I saw him in person, cried.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, or Christian Bale.
Oh,
police.
I wouldn't even know how to react. Nathan said he would be like, "Who's that?"
I know.
He would be like, "Who's that?"
Guys, listen. I was standing with Nathan, and I asked him. I said, because 50 Cent is known to have moved to Houston.
Yeah.
And so I was like, hey, have you maybe seen 50 Cent or heard that he's been around or anything? He's like, even if I did, I wouldn't have known it was him. Like, I
would have been like, who the hell is that guy?
I mean, come on, man. And then I was like, well, you're gonna be like, oh, I think I know that guy. I got him on Facebook. Hold on, let me show you a picture.
He looks like my other friend.
Yeah, he looks like David.
Every time we mention a celebrity to Nathan, he has a friend that somehow looks like him.
And they look nothing like them. They look like another celebrity.
It just because they have a beard or because they're white.
Yeah, they all look the same. It's all white people look alike. It must be a race thing, huh?
Nathan is low key racist.
But I remember though, like when he pulled out those pictures, it was like maybe we were saying, he was like, I have a friend that looks like Miles Teller. He pulls out a picture. No, he actually looks like. We'll pull out some other name. Then he's like, I know somebody that looks like him too. Like, oh my god, it was just a rolling effect. It was crazy. But it was a good time. Hell yeah.
Tails, yeah. I would love to see them again.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a couple other
Absolutely.
comedians. It's just so weird how or at least Lisette and I have been on a comedian kick. We just saw Eric Griffin a couple weeks ago too. So.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's another comedian I want to see. Maybe Ali Wong.
Oh, that would be good.
And
I want to see Joe Coy. I think he'd be pretty
Joe
funny.
Coy is always funny. And then who's the Australian guy that's always offending people?
Ooh, well, aside from Australian, I would love to see Ricky Gervais.
Ricky Gervais. He
so
has like
good.
Intellectual comedy now.
Well, yeah, but I don't know. I just like the way his brain works, and I don't know. I just remembered his HBO special, and
oh yeah,
it was so good.
Oh, I'm thinking of Jim Jeffries.
Oh yeah.
Does Ricky Gervais even do comedy anymore?
I don't know if he's traveling or touring or anything. I haven't heard anything. But yeah. Maybe go see. I don't know who else. Yeah, I can't think of anybody else right now, off the top of my head. But Trevor Wallace, I would go see a full set of Trevor Wallace because he only opened for Bobby Lee, like, so it wasn't like his full set.
He'll probably have a Netflix special soon.
Yeah, hopefully Steven will be on the stage one day, and I don't know, he'll give us credit for just supporting his career all these years.
I feel like we made him funny.
We definitely did, and yet he doesn't use any of our jokes.
No, he doesn't. He rather uses offensive humor.
Yeah. I mean, I had some good stuff this weekend. Like, man,
we were going hard.
We were great this weekend. I felt so good.
We're hilarious. And I feel bad because people have to be in on the joke to laugh at it, though.
Yeah, that's the only thing. You gotta.
That's the only issue.
You gotta be there.
That would be our whole stand-up set. You'd have to be there. Bear trap.
Yeah, I know. Imagine our sets. You had to be there. Like, no one's laughing.
I know. Everyone's silent. I mean, you had to have been there to get it, I guess.
Oh my god. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I was thinking about titling this episode, I Despise You on a Cellular Level.
Or Trap.
Parent Trap.
Bear trap.
You had to be there.
Only 4 of us know what it's about.
I know, it's so funny. Like, that's what it is right now. It's our all we got is our inside humor.
Yeah.
Our in jokes. As long as they laugh, maybe the audience will start to catch on later on.
Yeah, that's true.
Eventually it's gonna be like, oh my god, I love that joke. I don't know, who knows. Anyways, let's talk about movies, man. Let's talk about them.
Oh, okay.
So first off, hold on.
Do whatever you want. How's that?
Because 2 things. You start a movie with me and then you don't finish it. I don't like it.
What are you talking about?
I don't like it. And then you promise me another movie to go see, and then you don't let it happen. I don't like it.
You're out of control, dude.
You
guys we fill up our schedule too much to where we can't even see a film. That's on you, pal.
On me.
On you.
Maybe it's on people who tend to plan stuff and then cancel last minute.
Oh, we can't even say. He doesn't even listen to the podcast. You don't even know.
But still, you know what grinds my gears?
Flake.
People who flake.
Honestly, though, I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah.
Because back in the day, I was a nefarious. Is that the right word?
Nefarious sounds like a slut.
Notorious.
Okay. Notorious.
Please Google nefarious and hopefully I didn't say something nasty. Oh, crap.
They didn't tell us.
Babe, what's that mean before we go on? Cut that part out. Oh, you sure? Anyway,
hold on. Nefarious means like, doesn't it mean like nefarious crimes? Like it's a.
Well, that's like serial.
Maybe, mi amor.
Wicked or criminal. Oh yeah, put me as that too. I was a wicked criminal of flaking.
Oh
I flaked hard. I was just like our homeboy, who I will not mention his name, starts with a J, and
also an A.
J and A. Are you calling him an A, asshole?
Remember we had someone on Friday?
Oh, yes, we know two people.
Two
yes, you're right.
In one weekend, guys. Two flakers.
So, I think before, it was like when I first moved to Houston, I hated driving and I hated meeting up with people. Like, just the idea. Like, I'd always be down at the time when they told me. And then the day of, I'd be like, oof, you know what?
I'd rather not.
I'd rather not get out of bed. My mom says I need to clean the house first. I was literally 25 years old. It's true. I had to clean the house first before going out, and I didn't. So, you know, mom, she always treated me like a child. And I think it ruined a lot of friendships that I could have had back at that time. But, you know, it is what it is. Brittany couldn't go out drinking. She can't go out on a Thursday. Just random Thursdays. That can't be it. Anyway, I would say yes to things, and then either mom said I couldn't go, or I just didn't. By the time it was time, I was like, nah.
Yeah.
So I get where these people are coming from, but it does kind of suck.
They don't live with their parents though, so
that is true. I don't know what to say about that.
Anyways,
I think he's one of those people that makes me follow through with plans.
Accountable.
He's accountable, he's responsible.
And secret to the audience, Brittany would have gave up on this show about 25 episodes ago if it wasn't for Nathan.
Honestly, maybe episode 1.
You're like, it was just a guest appearance.
Yeah. I thought it just showed up one time and it just become a lifelong thing.
That's why.
Yeah, honestly, I give up on a lot of things. I'm not gonna lie.
Honestly, when Brittany texts, I want to send her the emoji with the watery eyes because I'm like shocked, right? Because most of the time it's Nathan or Lisette who initiates Brittany's side of the podcast.
They only do that on the weekdays.
Oh, of course.
On the weekends, I'm ready. I'm ready to play. Damn, you guys.
I'm just saying, you got some good managers.
But I could always say no, you know that.
Wow.
I could be like, you know what? Mom said I had to clean my room. I can't record today.
Wow. Okay. I'll remember that.
I'll remember that.
Oh, yeah.
I remember it. It's on the podcast. You can't forget it.
You want me to initiate Code Red?
Nah.
Do you remember
I don't even know what that means.
You don't remember? You don't remember Code Red? Anyways.
Denver.
It was back in the day when I would talk to mom, and then I would have to say, Mom, Code Red. And that was our code.
I remember. Yeah.
Anyways.
So I was talking about something. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we were watching Belfast this weekend, but it was already like midnight or 1 o'clock, and we didn't finish it.
And Nathan was like, what the hell is this foreign film?
Honestly. Poor baby.
This guy, he can sit through all the Korean stuff, the
Japanese animes.
But man, when it comes to Irish.
But he saw the black and white. He was already done. He's like, this movie, what the hell is this, from the 50s or what? So we stopped. I'm gonna have to watch it by myself to. I may have watched the first 15 minutes and then I was dozing off because I was really tired. And our couch is too comfortable to get anything done.
I was the only one that got into it.
I wish I didn't fall asleep, but it is what it is.
I wish you had more time.
I wish we had more time to watch it. I wish there was more hours in the day. Especially when you guys hang out with us. I'm like, damn it, we're gonna go to bed and then have to leave early in the morning. And then I like to slow them down from leaving by making myself have chores. And I'm like, I can't stop my chores to say goodbye to y'all.
The truth shall set you free.
It's just it is what it is,
I know you guys.
Anyway,
want us to live in the same house, like it's the real world.
That would be very nice, or like Modern Family.
Don't be scaring people. People on the who listen to the podcast will come up to me and say, "Are you moving?" No,
nobody's gonna think that.
Okay.
Who else gonna think that? Nobody's gonna think that. Y'all gonna stay in your little city with your little desert life. Your little home on the prairie, mowing the lawn lifestyle. We'll stay in the city, honey.
Not everybody can afford
where drinks are $20. Anyway, I went on a rant.
Yeah,
anyway,
I don't even know where we started with.
So we need to finish Belfast. That's an award-winning movie. And then I wanted to go see Everything Everywhere All at Once, which we have yet to do. We ran out of time. I feel like Jimmy Kimmel. I'm sorry, Marley. We ran out of time.
I know.
But I will get to that. Maybe this weekend I'll watch it. I'll let you know. We can Zoom and watch it from the movie theater together. Anyway, forget about it. That movie looks great. The only way
I would do that is if I got to pay for my ticket to sit as a camera.
Yeah, I'll pay for 3 tickets. You, me, Nathan. Oh, we have to pay for Lizette's ticket too, because
you
can have a cameo.
And you got to get us popcorn.
Oh my God. Forget it.
And you have to move the laptop up and down so it looks like we're eating the popcorn. So
great idea.
Yeah.
Fantastic idea. But Netflix has a new movie that Nathan and I watched called The Bubble.
Oh, The Bubble.
The Bubble, yes.
The Bubble was the French is a translation for people who don't understand English people. Nathan.
Anyway, so it's a comedy movie directed by Judd Apatow, who also did Knocked Up, and this is 40. Leslie Mann is in it, his wife, the one he puts in all his movies. And then what's his name? Is it Key?
Michael Key?
Michael Key.
Yeah.
And David Duchovny.
Mm-hmm.
And that blue bitch from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh my God, Karen Gillian, or
yeah. She was also in that movie with The Rock, Jumanji's.
Yeah. Jumanji. Wow, you're terrible at this.
And then our boy from Shaun of the Dead, the one that's the roommate that becomes a zombie, was in it. The British
Nick
guy.
Frost?
Not Nick Frost, the roommate that turns into a zombie, and he's in the shower. And he's like, turn the fucking music down.
Oh, Stephen Merchant?
No, you're not even. That guy's not even in Shaun of the Dead, but forget it. British guy from that movie.
At the same time?
And then there's this guy, he's from the show Mo Knows Best or something like that.
I got the cast here. Is it Peter Stefan?
Oh, and Pedro Pascal. Pedro Pascal was in it.
Yeah. But is it Peter Stefan Prince?
Okay, hold on, Maria, because you're not.
You're gonna kill
English.
me, Smalls. You tell me that is some person that I'm supposed to recognize, and I don't even know.
Anyway, it had a lot of like famous people in it, like a lot of random cameos. James McAvoy pops up at one point.
McAvoy, I missed.
Yeah,
that guy.
It was really funny. And then the chick Daisy Ridley was in it. You know, the Star Wars girl?
Oh yeah, Ray.
Yeah. So a lot of famous people just randomly in this movie. John Cena shows up in the movie for like 5 minutes, and I was like, what is this? Anyway, it's kind of like a movie about how Hollywood was during quarantine, like them having to quarantine for 2 weeks and then filming together, how they're like doing drugs to get by, and like rewrites that the actors want to do. It is hysterical. And the Pedro Pascal keeps trying to sleep with one of the hotel. He's trying to sleep with everybody in the movie. But he's really funny in the movie. Leslie Mann is really good.
He looks great in the Nicolas Cage movie. So
yeah, and they have like a girl that's supposed to be a TikTok star trying to be in the movie. It's just like our now times, and I recommend it to you and Lizette. You might actually like it.
23% on Rotten Tomatoes and 32% from the audience.
For what? The Bubble?
Yes, for The Bubble.
Well, I haven't voted yet, so
it says, by the critics' standards, it's meandering and mostly unfunny. The Bubble gums up an all-star cast with hack-eyed gags about showbiz and pandemic life. And then the audience says, don't be fooled by all the funny people in the cast. The Bubble is largely laugh-free hours you'll never get back. And you heard it here first, guys.
Are you one of those people to listen
Brittany
to the audience or to the critics?
No, but what I'm trying to say to the audience is, no, I'm trying to make a awesome positive note.
What?
I was just trying to say that everyone's opinion is different.
How about everyone else's opinion is shit except my own? Just kidding.
Overall, people didn't like this movie, but Brittany and Nathan did. Is this going to be a compound situation, Brittany?
It may or may not be, but I don't care. Okay, I'm going to say this. It was fun. It was a good movie. You know, like how they have what the hell was that movie with The Rock, Ryan Reynolds, Gal Gadot?
Red Notice?
Yeah. Better than that.
I didn't like that one at all.
Exactly. Netflix comes out with a lot of...
Nathan can vouch for me. I predicted the whole movie before I even seen it.
I predicted it as well while it was going on.
No, don't give yourself the credit, okay?
I'm giving myself credit. All these movies are predictable. So the Bubble was just fun. It had its jokes. It was just entertaining. It's not gonna get an Oscar. It's not gonna get an Academy Award, all right? It's just entertaining for the people. That's all I want to say.
All right.
Good night.
Very well. Don't forget the Batman's on HBO Max now.
Oh, Mark Anthony.
You can go watch it for free. Well,
under your membership, so yeah, it is for free. Unless HBO wants to pull a fast one on me like Netflix is trying to do.
Oh, they will. They're coming for you.
Oh, I hope they do. I hope they have a warrant.
If this podcast gets sponsored by HBO Max, I'm going to charge you $150 a year.
Why the hell would you do that? They're probably going to give me a free subscription.
Well, I won't tell you that it's free. Some money's got to be put into the podcast, dog.
What the hell is this? Am I paying reparations for using all of your streaming services?
That sounds good.
In your dreams, Sasquatch.
And pay back for other streaming services that you have.
What the hell is that? What, your Pornhub? I'm not using your Pornhub.
I'm not using that, but I'm saying, wow, you're going to say that? I'm not.
What?
Just saying. There's an app trying to find stuff that, may or may not be released legally.
Okay. I got you. Oh my God. So I had a patient today, right?
Yeah.
there's no HIPAA violations going on, people. I don't mention names. I just say the patient. Thank you. Relax. Anyway, I go to the room and the patient is on his phone, on their phone, watching the is it the Horseman, the Northman?
What? It's not even out yet.
I know. He's watching it illegally on this app, and I'm like, "What are you watching?" He's like, "Oh." The patient says, "I'm watching the Northman." I was like, "What?" And it looks
Let me watch it with you.
Yeah, tell me how it goes. And then it was so bad quality. Like the lighting was off, the camera's going like this, and this patient was so invested in the movie. And the patient was like, "You got to download this app." It was like Xflix. I was like, "That's okay. I'll go pay to watch." And he's like, "I've seen every movie before it's come out." And I was like, "You probably watched it was just funny." I didn't realize, what was I talking about? Anyway, he's watching a bunch of illegal films. There's an app for it.
Yeah.
You know those droid users, you know how they are.
Oh, they know how to what's the term called? Hack their phone.
Mm-hmm. Do illegal activities.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Inside joke. Parent trap.
Parent trap.
What else? Listen, I'm so excited. Thor, Love and Thunder, the trailer. Yeah. And Sweet Child of Mine has been playing in my head all day long. The trailer, it's a teaser, right? There's nothing really. It's what you wanted to see would happen next, right? Because Avengers Endgame, it ends with Thor giving the throne to Valkyrie, played by Tessa Thompson, and him going off with the Guardians of the Galaxy. And it's that really good moment between him and Star-Lord about who is in charge. And they look at, it's like, it's so adorable. I want to reenact it with Nathan. Like, I think it'd be hilarious. And
Chris Hemsworth's looking hot as hell. You see those bices?
Obviously, I want to play rock paper scissors with Nathan, but I know you're probably leaning towards him being Thor. But rock paper scissors for Thor.
Babe, would you rather be Star-Lord or Thor?
Maybe he could be Drax because he's invisible. I literally can't see him, and also it's a joke from Avengers.
I know.
I wasn't dissing him.
I was trying to figure out what character I wanted to be, but I gave up.
Anyway, well, that was irrelevant. Anyways, so like he goes off with the Guardians, and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to see Thor with the Guardians. That'd be such a cool adventure. So that's what this trailer shows you. Is it shows you that yes, the movie's gonna have him interacting with the Guardians. I'm assuming it's only gonna be like the first 10 minutes, maybe 15. And then maybe they'll come at the very end. But it looks like Thor is on a self-discovery mission. He's trying, and this is the thing that Taika does so well with Thor, is that they've done a great job of humanizing him using comedy, because he's God of Thunder, so he's so powerful. And since they don't have the ability to do the fish out of water storyline like they did in the first Thor movie, they have to inject humor. And along the way, this guy has been through so much traumatic things that, in Avengers Endgame, he lost it all. So then he got really, really chunky, right? Like that was like, and a lot of people got mad at that storyline, but it made sense. This guy gave up, and he's just
why would they hate that storyline?
I don't know. People said the joke went too far or too long, and I was like, what?
These people have no sense of humor. That's their problem.
It's great by the time he gets to the end. But anyways, that's what I love about this trailer, is that it shows him working out and getting back into shape. And
almost forgot all about that, because that movie came out a long time ago now.
Well, and I think that's the thing. This pandemic pushed everything back, so it feels like, well, first off, I think for regular audience, they're probably like, what? There's a Thor movie coming out in 2 months? But for like me and you, they were like, we already knew Thor was coming out since Endgame, but since everything got pushed back like a year, it feels like, Oh my gosh, like a long time since
Oh
a lot of
my
time has passed.
god.
Oh my gosh. And we got to see Lady Thor. We got or the Mighty Thor, whatever they're gonna call her, Natalie Portman, looking all cool and yoked. Coming back to play Thor. I mean, she's Jane Foster. She's the love interest in the first two movies. And then what else? I know they're not gonna show the villain, but I kind of wanted to see Christian Bale. Like it would have been cool. But I know they're not gonna show the villain in the teaser. Like, it's all about, they just want to show you a tease, basically. I mean, that's all it is. And they had a great song and everything. But
I
this
think
is
it's
what
gonna be
happens.
great. I can't wait to see it.
I can't wait either. I honestly, at this point, because everyone was like, "Oh, this is the longest between what did they say? The longest Marvel's ever taken to show a trailer in between their movies or something like that, or before the movie comes out." And I was kind of secretly hoping that I was like, you know what, it would be great if we go see Doctor Strange and that's where they premiere it. You know what I
Ooh.
mean?
Yeah,
It's
I
just
can
like
see
Doctor
that.
Strange. They premiered that trailer at the end of Spider-Man: No Way Home.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So I thought, oh, maybe Marvel's gonna start doing that, is like showing a teaser at the very end of the post-credit scene. Anyways, you have any thoughts on Thor? I'm just excited about it.
I can't wait to watch it, and I think we gotta watch it together because it'll be funnier that way.
It is gonna be funny.
We'll pick
Lissette's not into the supernatural stuff, and she's not into Thor.
what?
Yeah.
Mm.
she's too,
I didn't like
she's
the
too busy to
first.
defend herself.
I was what's the word I was gonna say? I didn't like the first two Thors, but I started to love it after Ragnarok. I was like, man, this movie's really good. But I
Well,
think
Ragnarok was switched.
Taika Waititi, whatever his name is,
Yeah.
he's a great director, and he put a good spin on the franchise. And I think it'll save the franchise, because if it kept going the way it was going on to, like, from the second movie, I would have stopped watching it. I was like, that's enough time invested.
Well, and
'Cause
that was the best thing about Thor Ragnarok. It was a surprise because
yeah,
you got a little hint that it was gonna be humorous from the trailer, but I when I went to go see it, I did not expect it to be as funny as it was.
yeah,
You
I
know what I
didn't expect
mean?
that either.
I was like, oh, they put the jokes in the trailer or whatever, and but it ended up being hilarious, and I love that they carried it through Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame.
Yeah.
And looks like they're doing the same thing in this movie. So I can't
I
wait.
think that's a good idea, because these movies, they take themselves a little too seriously, in my
Some of them,
humble opinion.
like Morbius,
Yeah.
trash.
We didn't even watch it and we know it's trash.
But like Peacemaker doesn't take itself serious.
Yeah,
I mean,
I know that's a show.
Yeah.
But all the movies, like, I just get tired. Like, I'm like, where's the flavor?
The flavor. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Batman kind of backed itself in the corner where, I mean, it was more humorous than I thought it was going to be, but it's dark, so it's going to be kind of weird if they decide to change the tone anywhere in the franchise. Like, I feel like it has to stay this tone that it is for as long as Robert Pattinson's Batman. And I hope they keep going with him.
I don't think Robert Pattinson could do comedy anyway. I know his timing would be on point, but I can't see him doing like an actual comedy movie.
I have faith in him. Just like I had faith in him to play the Batman, and I was right.
You have too much faith in him.
Wow.
But our Pats, good job.
Yeah, go everyone watch the Batman on HBO Max. Actually, go see it in theaters.
Whoa.
And
watch out, HBO Max.
Yeah. Well, that's all I mean.
So you have time to go to the restroom.
Wow.
And time to have snack breaks.
Make sure you pause it.
Make sure you pause it. You might miss something. You might blink and you might miss something.
That's what I'm talking about.
A long slow-mo walk.
Nah. That's me. No. You bite your tongue.
Just kidding. I like the movie. I might watch it again to see if I really like it, though. And then I'll review it on here.
And speaking of review or longer discussions about movies, Brittany and I are gonna watch Doctor Strange, the first one,
Some point.
and we're gonna talk about it on May 3rd. So there's a little tease for y'all of us actually pre-planning something.
But the movie came out years ago.
Yes,
They
but
already know.
remember, you said you didn't know if you liked it, and yeah, you don't remember it. Now you're gonna watch it again. You're gonna watch it again, okay?
Okay, boss.
And then after that, as far as pre-planning goes,
Now
we'll
pay me
probably have
for
a
the show.
big spoiler discussion of the second Doctor Strange on May 10th. So
Spoiler alert. And I don't have comic book background, okay, people? Do not come for me. I will review it as a non nerd standpoint. Thank you.
and I will review it as a movie and review it as a fan of the MCU. So, thank you. Brittany, it's been a pleasure as always. Thank you for never giving up on the show. And
I have yet to give up on it.
You'll never give up on it.
I will never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Not gonna roam around and not podcast with you.
You're gonna podcast with me too.
Mm.
And we're gonna dance all around.
Ooh.
We're gonna turn that frown
Upside down.
We're gonna hang out with,
and we're gonna insult actors
and hang out with Lisa and Nathan
and Jake Gyllenhaal.
We're not even rhyming anymore.
You know, Eminem says you don't have to rhyme to rap. Anyway.
All right, Brittany, take us out of here, dog.
All right, as always, thanks for listening to the movie reference. This was episode 35. If you like us, please share. You can watch this podcast on Anchor, Spotify, Apple.
Listen.
You can listen, and you can eventually you might be able to watch.
You guys already turned me down on that, so
stay tuned. There might be something exciting happening in the works.
Like, contract. Lawyer, legal.
You know what? If I'm gonna be on camera, I need my hair and makeup done. So just need a warning before that happens. And I need a good angle. I don't know those fat bitch angles, okay? Don't get me from the side on a low angle. I will quit this show.
I guess we'll have to start putting in that $150 a month for streaming services. That way we can make sure you get some hair and makeup.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm paying for my own hair and makeup. But yes, please rate us on Spotify. Share us on Facebook or Instagram if you like us. Thank you. Good night. Good evening, good morning, and good night.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Fuck the afternoon. Thank you.
You know who you sound like, Britt?
Who?
You sound like the girl from Bridesmaids.
Yeah.
Which one?
Gracias por venir a la casa.
I was thinking the same thing. Boom. Lisette with the movie reference.
Boom. End that.